How's everybody doing out there? In the studio with me today, I have RinTinTiger, who's going to be our headlining band at Scary Skate Day. Sean and Kevin, you guys have the same last name. I'm guessing you guys are brothers, yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, yeah.
So automatically, you guys already have that chemistry, that vibe. How long have you guys been playing together as a band, though?
Let me just say that he started doing solo stuff around like 2007 or so, and I was doing my own band at the time. And then in 2009, we both moved to San Francisco, and my band disbanded, and then we started playing together in 2009.
I'm gonna get drunk like a cherub, trapped in flight on a concrete fountain. I'm tarnished and I'm chipped when I'm naked, trapped in flight on a concrete fountain.
All right, so I know that you guys came up with an album this year, right?
Yeah.
And it's called Splinter Remedies.
Yes.
Now that's kind of funny because that's kind of how I heard about you guys.
Really?
I was on the way home on the Muni,
Yeah.
and I looked down and there's an album on the seat.
What?
And I'm like, huh. You know, I'm a music director, so I'm like, all right, cool. I took it home.
Really?
And I looked at it, and I'm like, this is a crazy looking cover, you know? So I waited all the way until I got home, and I sat down, and I was like, I'm not going to listen to it until I start driving. So I got in my car, I drove all the way to Santa Cruz, played the entire album, and I loved it. It was incredible.
Was the album opened?
No, somebody had just bought it.
So it was like shrink wrapped.
Yeah.
And it was just literally on the chair.
Somebody forgot it or something, or I don't know what happened, but it was right there.
Wow, that's really cool, man.
Cool. Now, so growing up, I mean, obviously you guys have always been around music, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of influences do you guys listen to? Because everybody says you sound like Bob Dylan mixed with hip hop.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true. I used to listen to a lot of, I'm kind of from the MySpace era.
Okay.
Because I'm 22, so I was really into emo, acoustic, like super girlfriend breakup tracks when I was in high school.
Same here, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like Scene Aesthetic, Daphne Loves Derby, you know.
Dashboard Confessional.
Yeah, stuff, exactly. So I was really into that growing up, because that's what kind of got me playing acoustic guitar. And then at some point my dad was like, oh, here's all these Bob Dylan albums.
Okay.
And I remember there was just some fateful moment where I started listening to a bunch of Bob Dylan, and I was like, wait a minute, you know, it doesn't have to be so whiny to be awesome. I'm gonna get drunk like a cherub, trapped in flight on a concrete fountain. I'm tarnished and I'm chipped when I'm naked, trapped in flight, concrete fountain. Lord, I've been wondering.
When you guys play shows, at what point do you feel, wow, the crowd's really feeling this? Like, how does that make you feel? What kind of energy do you get from it?
I think it's like a really big part of what our live shows are about. You know, like our shows are very much about crowd participation. You know, about dancing, singing along, kind of getting involved. You know, like we.
I ain't got no friends. You know I ain't got no money.
You know, for those that don't know RinTinTiger yet, you guys are a high caliber band. I mean, you've played it with big names.
Yeah.
In fact, I wanted to ask you about the fact that you played it with my favorite artist, the Lumineers.
Oh yeah.
What was that like? What was that whole experience like?
It was really cool. You know, it was they were out and about touring about 2 years ago. Before Oh Hey really blew up or anything really happened for them, and we played together at the Hotel Utah here in San Francisco.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, as a singer, what kind of mentality do you take in when you're getting prepared for the show? When you're, you know, I guess a day of. What do you think about right before?
Right before the show, I mean, first of all, safety pee. You know, always got to take a safety pee before a set. That's the thing I'm most paranoid about, actually. And then I found that it's really good to make eye contact with the audience. I just try to go out there and just, when I get on stage, I'm not thinking about technique as much as I'm thinking about just letting loose, you know. Right. And I found that the more that I perform, the more I'm used to letting loose, and how me letting loose is more fun for me, and it's also more fun for the audience, and it gives them, you know, because it's not like, I wouldn't even say that we're like putting on a show necessarily, as much as we're all just playing our music with the fullest amount of passion possible. Good. If it's gonna hurt, boy, you better make it good. If it's gonna hurt, boy, you better make it good.
All right, so once again, you can check out RinTinTiger this weekend at the bottom of the hill for the Haunted Hoedown.
Yes, sir.
And also come out to our event the next Thursday, where they're going to be headlining again for Scary Skate Day. And check them out online at RinTinTiger.com for
Yes,
any
sir.
information that you guys want to know.
Cool.
Thanks so
for
much,
having
guys.
us.
Thanks for being in here.
Absolutely.
Radio.
Thank you, Edgar.